Good to see you. Hark, fellow conservative Christians, and welcome to our super secret workshop. Remember, no phones, cameras, or other recording devices. I even asked Jesus to look the other way. A little disconcerting to discover he already had. But our success depends on the rest of America having absolutely no idea what's going on. In other words, just another day. To help, there are certain words I will not say out loud, lest our plot to have winds up being lip-synced by a secular makeup influencer on TikTok. So, how do we make happen? Well, I'm fixing to tell you. Our latest gimmick to stealthily make this dream come true is called religious freedom. The secret to religious freedom is that it's about neither. That's why we call it and not because it's our religion, not about everyone else's so-called religion and our freedom, not everyone else's so-called freedom. But by using the intentionally innocuous, pretend inclusive words religious freedom, it takes most Americans forever to cotton onto the fact that it is really just about. So, how does religious freedom work in the real world? Let's example a sample. If we use our religious freedom to criticize them, we call that love. But if they use their religious freedom to return the favor, we call that call 911. Or say I sit on the Supreme Court, I'll call myself, I don't know, Amy. I could use my religious freedom to take away your right to an abortion. But you can't use your religious freedom to ignore me. Clever, no? Many of you came up to me in the break and asked before I could get my taser out, Betty, why isn't the United States of America the official sponsor of Christianity yet? Well, it comes down to an unfortunate fluke in history. You see, the Constitution was written during the Enlightenment, a lamentable lull in religious so-called extremism in America. After the witch-burning Puritans in the 1600s, but before the gay electrocuting evangelicals in the 2000s. Such gosh darn bad timing for getting a theocracy off the ground and running. And frankly, it doesn't help that Jesus forgot to mention himself even once when he wrote the Constitution. Such an appalling oversight. But I'm more concerned about things careless Jesus put in than left out. It's almost as if he was intentionally undermining the notion that America is a Christian nation. Twice, once in the body of the Constitution, banning any religious tests for holding office, and then once again, for good measure, in the very First Amendment, barring the government from promoting any religion. And satanic framers agreed with him. It gives me pause that people okay with slavery found religion problematic. Fortunately, the Constitution is like the Bible. You only have to remember the parts you like. But remember this, our rights come from God, not from man. So why, you may rudely ask, did we even need a constitution written by man at all? Simple, to show off to China that we're the only country God remembered to give a Bill of Rights to. So how can we use religious freedom to void the more pesky constitutional rights? Well, it's super easy. If Jesus never mentioned, say, but you do, like all the time, you can still use your faith. Remember to say,
deeply held faith, loser.
Trust me, they'll never check. As a card with the wave of two magic words, voluntary animus suddenly becomes compulsory faith. Yes, claiming faith as justification for being mean to other people is a shrewd way to curry legal deference that would otherwise be curtly withheld, because it's not prejudice, if you call it faith. Just cherry pick something nestled among all the Old Testament proscriptions you otherwise ignore. Suddenly, your long standing hatred of gay people is totally out of your hands. It's God ignoring civil rights, not you. It's God having socially unacceptable prejudices, not you. It's God viciously insulting your children, not you. Isn't it marvelous? You can slam the door in the face of say, you have always secretly disliked, and then blithely absolve yourself of any culpability by saying, it's nothing personal. God told me to hate you. Indeed, every time you're absolutely awful to other people or flee the scene of a crime, just remember to say, yeah, well, God just forgave me. What are they going to do in response? It's not like they will ever hear God say, liar! And that's the power of... It allows you to force others to follow your faith. Even if you don't, it allows you to use something you choose, joining some church somewhere, to trump a thing other people didn't choose at all, like their race, gender, or sexuality. And thanks to... on the Supreme Court, it's legal magic glory. So what exactly is... well, here's a little secret between us. It's just in Bible drag, which is odd, as there are no white people in the Bible. Well, except Jesus.